And who had the bigger overall impact on the NBA? Is it Magic Johnson or Stephen Curry?
Well, number one, Christine, let me say this. I agree with Steph Curry. Matter of fact, I said it after he won his fourth championship in his first NBA Finals that he had just took over the throne of being the best point guard to ever play the game of basketball. That's number one. But when I think about impact, and I know Steph Curry has changed the game of basketball forever, but Magic Johnson, 6'9", at the point guard position, doing what he was doing in 1979 when he was drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers on until he went on to retirement, he also changed the game. But here's the way that he impacted it the most. Magic Johnson and Larry Bird actually saved the NBA, to be honest with you. They saved the NBA. Magic Johnson is the reason why Steph Curry is able to step foot in NBA arenas to this day. So when I have to think about the impact, I can't take that away from Magic Johnson, because without Magic Johnson, we probably wouldn't see the NBA where it is today. He saved the game, him and Larry Bird.
And I agree with you, Perk, but I go to this, why I think Magic Johnson impact. Because Magic Johnson performed in the NBA. Not only was he a great basketball player, we all understand how good Magic was and what he meant as a player. Magic Johnson brought fans that wasn't interested in basketball because of his performance, the entertainment aspect of who he was as a 6'9" guard, even on and off the court. Like, Magic Johnson became not only an icon for being a good point guard and the way he played, but the no-look passes, the ability to make people in the arena go ooh and ah. And it's not like it hadn't been guys before. You had the Dr. J's of the world. You had guys that were very, very important and great to watch. But Magic just had that sizzle. Like, the Showtime Lakers was because of Magic Johnson more than anything. You think about when he came into the NBA as a 6'9" guard, to your point, playing center when Kareem didn't play. Like, we could talk about how good he was as a basketball player, but to your point, Perk, when you talk about impact, I go from, we can have an argument about Steph Curry being the best point guard, right? And that's a legitimate argument. Impact on the game, though, I think at the time Magic Johnson came into the NBA, they needed a shot in the arm for entertainment. Okay. And he took it to that level.
I disagree with both of y'all, but that's only because I was talking strictly basketball.
Gotcha.
When you take the stuff off the court that both of you, first you, Perk, you, Big, Swag, that y'all brought up, there's no debating that, okay? I'm only talking on the basketball court. It comes down to this. Magic Johnson, I know he was 6'9". I know we didn't see anybody 6'9" that could do the things that he could do. We know how he revolutionized the game because Showtime was Showtime. Lord have mercy. I mean, could you imagine if he had gotten drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks instead? It just wouldn't have been the same. It wouldn't have been the same. I mean, you can't have Showtime in Milwaukee. Can't have Showtime in Milwaukee. I love Milwaukee, okay? Good city, great sports town, but damn it, you can't have Showtime.
It ain't L.A.
It ain't L.A. It ain't La La, okay? And mad love and respect to my girl La La Anthony, but La La, when we say La La, before her, it was Showtime, it was L.A. That was La La, okay? We got that. Let's fall back for a second, though, and understand this. Although he was the orchestrator and the engineer of Showtime, can't do that if you don't have Worthy on one wing. Can't do that if you don't have Norm Nixon or Byron Scott on the other. Can't do that if you don't have Michael Cooper trailing. You see what I'm saying? I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Don't get me wrong, you orchestrate all this stuff. Can't do that without those pieces. You understand? Because we all loved Worthy finishing off a break or Byron Scott finishing off a break. Steph Curry, think about this. We saw people marvel at what Magic was doing, and they really couldn't duplicate it. They tried, but they really couldn't do it. We've seen, and they've accepted, and they accepted that. We see the game has changed because of what the hell Curry has done. Now, you've got Steve Nash with Mike D'Antoni and them boys in Phoenix sort of initiating it because Mike D'Antoni didn't want you playing defense. He wants you shooting the ball 7 seconds or less. You know, he wanted that kind of stuff going on. So we saw that. But when you look at Steph Curry, not only is he a spot-up shooter, he's a shooter off the dribble. He's a shooter from both corners, both wings. The key, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. I mean, damn, you literally have to defend Steph Curry the moment he steps past half court.
No doubt.
He can literally pull up from
doubt.
40 with ease.
Consistently.
And so,
Yeah.
consistently. So what I'm saying is when you take that into consideration, and then the fact that an entire league has been altered because now it's a damn requirement to be able to shoot the three
Yeah.
for at least half the team to be on the court. It's a requirement
Yeah.
because of Steph Curry. That is the difference. And that's where I go
Perk
with Steph
next.
Curry over
Perk.
Magic.
Go ahead, Perk. Go ahead.
Well, it's saying on the court, I'm going with Steph Curry. I think he is one of the greatest entertainers to ever play in sports.
Without question.
Not just in basketball. And forget changing the NBA, he has changed basketball forever. When you walk into AAU gyms, you see parents and coaches going crazy because kids don't pull up in the mid-range. Kids don't want to take layups on fast breaks.
Right.
Kids pulling up for three-point shots and don't have no business shooting threes. So when you talk about a generational talent that has changed the game forever, the one of the best entertainers in sports history, yes, I'm going with Steph. But I'm just saying, Magic saved the game of basketball.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.